Hey, what's up, crew? I figure we could sit and have a little chit chat, you know? I want to talk to you guys about my nursing journey. My name is Clyde Lewis, and I am a registered nurse here in the Atlanta area, except the COVID. This right now, I am living the absolute best days of my life, and I know there's so many more down the road ahead, but I'm so happy being a nurse. It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. I work in the ICU critical care area. I've been practicing a little more than a year, and guys, I love nursing so much. Everybody's nursing journey is so unique to them, but there is just a couple of things I think that ties all of us in this nursing world together. I think I should kind of start at the beginning. I want to tell y'all a quick story as to what motivated me. Growing up as a male, you always hear that nurses mostly, or I didn't know anything of a male nurse. So nurses are women. So that's why initially as a child, I had no desire to be a nurse. Nurses just wipe behinds, and nurses just give pills. That's it. Nothing exciting. I'm thinking, no bueno, I'm okay on nursing. I was around 8 years old or so when my grandmother, my mom's mom, had a heart attack, and my mom is actually the only child. So of course, my mom was devastated. And obviously, there's family and, friends and everyone. But, my mom didn't have any siblings. So I remember going to the hospital and seeing my granny. And I remember how well the nurses took care of my granny. And, they just loved on my granny. And not only did they do that with my granny, but I also saw how they kind of loved on my mom and showed my mom all this care and compassion, and just as much as if she was the patient, At that moment, I said, wait a minute, something is right, because I was feeling so drawn to being a nurse at that moment. And I don't know, it just was so awesome, even just at that young age, to kind of have an idea like, okay, I'm going to end up in the medical field. I know this. I've known this since I was a child. I'm going to end up in the medical field, and I am going to take care of people. And it's so just ironic that one moment where being a nurse was for women and being a nurse was just pushing pills kind of dissipated. And then this new dream of, okay, I have to start kind of figuring out strategically, what can I do to kind of get there to be a nurse? What did I need to do? So, as I'm getting older now, here I am a little older, maybe in high school, maybe middle school or high school. And I remember just kind of researching, looking up information, different careers, doctors, a nurse, those prestigious careers that you hear about. It was quite the full circle when I actually sat down and made the decision as an adult to pursue a nursing degree. And because of the stigma, the stigma surrounding it, I didn't actually tell anyone that I was even considering going to nursing school. Maybe one or two people knew, but it was a really close guarded secret of mine. I didn't tell anyone, actually, until I got accepted to the actual nursing program. I don't know if it was foolish or what it was, but the place that I took my prerequisites, for some reason, that's the only school that I applied to for nursing school. Fortunately, I did get in. Yay! I did get in. I had no choice, because listen, I had put all my eggs in that basket. So I was going to get in that school come hell or high water, okay? Okay, so Nursing school. Nursing school is not easy. If anyone told you it was easy, they lied. Or they love torture. Nursing school was the best and worst experience I've ever went through. I never knew that you can have your highs and your lows and love them and hate them equally at the same time. I mean, nursing school felt like this weird initiation or hazing into the nursing profession. That's just what it felt like. I don't know, guys, nursing school was quite the experience. I remember when I woke up the first day, and I remember deciding that I wanted to vlog my experience because I thought that all of my emotions were just kind of all over the place, especially at the beginning. I wanted this, and I was gonna get it by whatever means, you know, we needed to do. So whatever type of late nights and hard work, I was prepared to do that. And I was not gonna let the hard work stop. The morning of orientation, I woke up and I got up and I fixed myself some breakfast. I think I had a couple of scrambled eggs, I don't know, some avocado. I was super excited. And it was so hard to sleep the night before. There was butterflies in my stomach, but it was like I said, it wasn't nerves. It was just, I was at the pot, boiling over just about. Just with so much excitement and enthusiasm for getting my journey started. I mean, there were probably about 75 of us in the class, and all I remember thinking is, okay, these people are going to be super competitive. The reason why I thought that was because we're going around, we did the, you know, you stand up, say your name, and all these people were, my name is this, and I do that, and it was something that was so, it just was, I mean, we had a physician, she was a physician in another country. I remember just thinking like, oh my goodness, these people are so impressive, and they do this, and this, and this, and this, and here I am. Hey, hi, my name is Clyde Lewis, and I come from property management. And, you know, something that you like, I love to sing and dance, which I do. Guilty, you know, karaoke, anyone? But I remember hearing just all of these impressive things, and then I'm thinking like, okay, so I didn't take a necessary hit to my confidence. If anything, it kind of lit the fire up, because I'm like, okay, I'm among some great people, and when you think about the nursing class setup, these people, nursing schools everywhere are super, super competitive, and so many people want to get in. And when you think about being the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, you know, we're the top of the top. Most of us came in with 4.0 GPAs. I know a majority of us, or some type of prior medical history, in a medical experience, work history. So it's just so many things. So of course, that's what I was thinking. The professors were very, very adamant about wanting to let us know that if you do not study for nursing school, you do not pass. There was no secret about it. They made sure to hammer that idea, that concept in. If you're not in class, you should be studying. And guess what? If you're not doing either of them, you need to be either eating or asleep. There's no reason for you to have free time. And that's just how it was sold to me. So first semester was, we have foundations, so fundamentals of nursing. And then we had pharmacology for us. We were all, and when I say all, I mean my cohort, we were all collectively just trying to figure out, okay, how do I think like a nursing student? How do I think like a nursing school? How do I think like a nursing student? And we did really well. Most of us did really well in that semester. And I think that kind of gave us a false sense of, okay, maybe we don't have to study as much. Because we went so hard and we're getting all of these. I remember at one point I was getting 8750s straight, just 8750, 8750, 8750. And I thought, I mean, in both classes, in pharm and in fundamentals. And I just thought that I was the man, because, you know, they say that obviously if you want to shoot for an A, yes, obviously get an A. Everyone's aiming for that A. But after that first test, and I saw just how difficult the test was in my mind, at least at that time. I hadn't gotten med surg yet, but I thought that the test was so difficult that the 8750 was like an A to me. I do want to just kind of let y'all know how I study. I just was really reading the text, taking some notes, reviewing the PowerPoints, and doing some practice test questions along with reading the rationales. That study method worked for biology. It worked for, microbiology. It worked for an A&P. It did not work for nursing school. And I squeaked by, I believe. When I say squeak by, I mean, obviously I did the work, but I do feel like I kind of edged by that first semester, because that first semester was soft compared to this massive med surg. Hold on one second. Back, okay. The dreaded med surg book. Guys, look how thick this thing is. I mean, this is my hand. I have some big hands. It still gives me the creeps till this day. This book is what I believe caused me to fail that second exam. That, and along with my poor preparation methods for the exam. This book has so much information, thousands of pages in this book. The material in the book was presented in such a way that it was so vast. So here I am, we have, 7, 8 chapters to read. And some of the chapters can be upwards of 40 and 50, 60 pages for one chapter. So we're reading all of this material and we're getting through and we're going through. And I fail my test. The minimum score you can get on an exam, passing, was 75. Anything below 75 is a fail. I got a 67.5 on my med surg exam 2. Guys, it was not fun, okay? That was probably one of my saddest moments. I was so sad. I was embarrassed. I was scared. Honestly, I was scared. When I got that exam grade, I was terrified, because for the first moment since I started nursing school, and it was so happy. I met so many amazing people. By this point, we were just grooving along together. I did not think that there would come a point where I like to think myself, I'm a pretty smart guy. I just couldn't understand how I failed this exam. Everybody knows in nursing school, and if you don't know, maybe you're going to be starting nursing school, there's always more than one answer that makes sense, for the most part. Usually you can narrow out 2 of them pretty easily. Then it's those last 2. And then out of those 2, you have to decide which one is the most correct, which one applies to the situation, aka which one is not going to kill the patient. That's not how I was approaching it, but that is the best way I could say you can go to, and that's what I learned. So I'm gearing up. Obviously, confidence is a little shot. Where I thought I jumped into overdrive studying, I said, I'm going to hit this hard, and I'm hitting it hard, but it just was not sticking. And I'm still thinking, okay, if I don't pass this next exam, I'm probably going to be kicked out of nursing school. There is no leniency with nursing school. That pressure was a lot for me. It was a lot for me, and I had never experienced any of that type of pressure. I hadn't really just failed exams just to know what it felt like, and I was scared. And that's when at the time it was NRSNG.com, but nursing.com. That's when I got on there, and I'm gonna be honest. You guys know I'm adjusting this chair. Let's be frank. Let's talk. I only went to NRSNG.com at the time because they were offering a 3-day free trial. So what I figured I would do is I'm gonna sign up for this trial on a Saturday, because I was gonna use those Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to see, okay, maybe this material will work. Because up to that point, I had finished studying the material, but I didn't feel confident and I didn't feel like the material had stuck with me. So I am sitting there and I put my credit card in. I had every intention of canceling at the end of the free trial. About 3 hours into the 3-day subscription, I was sold. I talked about this kind of in my review that I posted on my channel. I was so impressed with just the layout and the functionality, the ease, the way that the information was presented to me. And as I described it in that video, and I stick to this, nursing.com gives you the meat and the potatoes. It's the meat and the potatoes. That's all you need to survive. You don't need all that stuff. I don't care about the extraneous information that honestly is just gonna cloud my head. And when I go and I see low BP up here, but low BP was only if it was this. Those lectures, those cheat sheets, even the Facebook group, there's a Facebook group, and all of those things, I hunkered down, I watched all these videos, and I wanna say at the time, I wanna say most of the videos were done by John, which was kind of awesome. It was a small community. And while they had so many people, it was just something so down home, or I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. It just felt like my own little community, me and my nursing.com family, and the videos helped. And I'm going to tell you guys, I rocked that next exam, and I honestly and wholeheartedly will give the credit for me turning around A, my study habits, and B, just turning around my knowledge of the concepts and understanding what the concepts are and what the concepts mean. I will give that credit to nursing.com 100%. 100%. I'll take 99%. I'll take the 1% because I did do some of the work. But nursing.com made it so easy that they just laid it out in front of me. All I had to do was review the material, take very minimal notes, and apply what I've learned about this disease process, what I've learned about increased intracranial pressure, and then apply that to my new study workflow. And I had so many other resources. I mean, just the textbooks alone had all these websites that, when you scratch the code, you have all these websites with all of these supplemental resources, and then you have all these apps, and then you have all of these different small side textbooks and websites that help you, and YouTube. And I didn't really want to get bogged down by adding on just another study to another supplement. It was Nursing Simplified. And I think for most people, especially nursing students, I think we tend to overcomplicate things where we don't need any additional complication. Nursing school is complicated enough. I appreciate nursing.com for kind of taking away the complication and making it so easy and simple. That way we can really spend our time studying, but we can spend our time understanding the information, understanding the concepts, understanding why this applies to this, but it doesn't apply to that. And now they've expanded. I mean, look at where can you get information for pre-nursing students, information for current nursing students, and graduate nursing students. Think about it like this. I've already graduated. I've been practicing over a year, and I'm preparing now to get my CCRN, which is a critical care certification. I can now do all of that, and all of that I can keep it home, where my home is, with nursing.com. They have a CCRN, they've partnered to present a CCRN review course. I mean, this is innovation right here, and this is innovation for the everyday nursing student, the everyday pre-nursing student, and the everyday nurse. This is for you. I highly recommend it. I mean, I'm not just gonna put my stamp of approval on anything, and it definitely has my approval. If you guys know, when I lean in close like this, you guys know what that means. You guys know what that means. I'm serious, guys. I'm always trying to tell y'all a little secret And I don't even think that nursing.com is a secret. I want to say they have like over 500,000 or probably over 1 million. I don't know how many unique users. It's just gonna keep growing because of the innovative things that they're doing. I think it's just best to make sure you give yourself as much of a leg up as you can. And like I said, nursing.com is gonna do that for you. Guys, it's been real. Thank you so much to the folks over at nursing.com for allowing me to share my story, my journey, all of that good stuff. I really do believe in the brand, and I believe in the vision. I believe in you guys' mission. So thank you all for helping nursing students and nurses alike and just being our better selves. I want to make sure that you guys follow me on my Instagram page, Murse Clyde, M-U-R-S-E Clyde. Also make sure to follow nursing.com, also over on their Instagram page. And also subscribe to me. I'm here on YouTube as well, Murse Clyde. And make sure, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to nursing.com as well, you guys. Last thing, I have to get this off my chest because I was not going to do this, but I feel like it's just important. Guys, please be smart and be courteous to your people that you are around. Please wear a mask and social distance where it is possible. We need to stop this virus right now, and the only thing you can control is you. You cannot control what the next person does. Just love on one another and wear a mask. It's been real talking to y'all. Peace.